Hello and welcome to this Technology Committee video to help you create presentations with students using the website Powtoons. What is Powtoons? Powtoons is a website that allows students to create presentations that could be illustrated in class. Powtoon presentations can be created for free and can be displayed in class to help students show their creativity and to help students show that they understand the content knowledge being taught by the teacher. In order to learn more about Powtoon, teachers and students could simply visit www.powtoon.com to create their own free account. Teachers and students can create these free accounts, but there are some restrictions. For example, free presentations can be created as long as they're under 5 minutes, which is still helpful in terms of having students present in class. There are also tutorials available to help students navigate the website, and these tutorials could easily be posted on Google Classroom for students. For instance, this is an illustration of my personal Powtoon account. To simply view tutorials, I click on the upper right hand corner and I am led to a guide that allows me to view various tutorials teachers and students could use to navigate the website. They're pretty easy to use, and one can simply press on any of these videos to get a better impression of how to use the website. This is now my Google Classroom for my 5th period class. What I did was, when I assigned a Powtoon project, I had the tutorials uploaded to my Google Classroom so that students could help to navigate the website and learn more about Powtoon. Before allowing students to work on Powtoon in class, I set criteria just so that they understood what was required for their project. Teachers could ask students specific questions that can be answered during their Powtoon presentation. Teachers could also give students a specific topic that could be reviewed as part of their presentation. I personally asked students to summarize concepts in the text that they were covering in class as their presentation. Before my students started working on their Powtoon presentation recently, I simply posted the requirements for the project on Google Classroom so that they knew exactly what the criteria was before they started planning for their project. This is an example of the criteria I outlined for my students. For instance, their Powtoon presentation had to include a summary of the plot. We were reading a story in class and they had to summarize it as part of their presentation. They also had to include visuals. They also had to include audio and various other requirements in order to complete the project successfully. Once students visit Powtoon.com, they can create their own account for free. They could also easily take tutorials to figure out how to use the website. The website allows students to create animated presentations, and they have various options in terms of the layout of their presentation. As you can see here, I'm going to select a layout just to have an example. Students could enter their own text. They could choose their own backgrounds. They have various styles to choose from. I'll go ahead and choose this one just as an illustration. Students could also visit the library to add characters and features to their presentation. They could also add graphics if they would like to display any scientific or mathematical information. They could add slides just like they would on a Google slideshow or a PowerPoint, and they could continue to do so to make their presentation longer. Powtoon also has a special feature that allows students to use a timeline to make their presentation shorter or longer. It also allows them to designate when specific features are going to be displayed during their presentation. I just want to show a presentation that was displayed in my class. These students chose to summarize the end of Macbeth with a visual presentation that also included a voiceover as they narrated the text. So I'm just going to press play.
Welcome to the summary of Act 5 in Macbeth. Here we go. So, in scene 1, Lady Macbeth has a psychological breakdown. The doctor watched as she slept while Lady Macbeth ranted about Macbeth. Pretty much she goes crazy. I guess she had a guilty conscience, I wonder why. As we head to scene 2, a bunch of Thanes join Malcolm and the English army to plan their next move on the awful and tyrant Macbeth. They later join forces with the Scottish army to prepare for the war between the new king. This situation is what I call intense and great planning. You better watch out, Macbeth. However, Macbeth is unaware of how many men that are coming his way. Boasting on and on, he seems pretty calm and confident that he will win this battle. That is until the messenger tells him that there are many men coming his way, a whole army. Finally, Macbeth...
So this is just one student sample I wanted to display. I wanted to display another example of student work. In this instance, a student chose to use Powtoon to finish his science lab report. As you can see, this student was using Powtoon to show what he and his partner were doing while they were completing their science experiment. They also chose to add visuals and text to their project to illustrate how much they learned. And this is a final student project I want to display. The topic here is ancient Rome. Well, this project is very simple. It shows that teachers could pose a question and that students could answer it with visuals and text by using Powtoons. Many students want to know how they're going to be graded once they complete a Powtoon presentation. A rubric can simply be posted on Google Classroom so that students know exactly how they're going to be graded in class and what the teacher expects. I presently use this rubric created by Ms. Gomez to show students how they're going to be graded once their Powtoon presentation plays in class. Students should have a visual of how they're going to be assessed, just so that they understand what requirements they need to complete as they're working on their presentation in class. As mentioned previously, this is my Google Classroom page. I simply post the rubric online so that students can access the rubric as needed so that they can continue to finish their work on time. Once students are finished working on their Powtoon presentations, it's time to allow them to show the presentations in class. What I do is that I hook up my laptop to my smart board or Promethean board in the classroom and allow students to use their account information to display their presentations. Please be sure that your audio on your smart board is working, because Powtoon does allow for audio capability. To sum up, Powtoon is a great website teachers can use to help students create animated presentations. Powtoon allows students to complete creative project-based work individually or in small groups, depending on the teacher's criteria. Please make sure you review the Powtoon website for free tutorials and to determine which presentation features are free for students to use. And finally, Powtoon can be used across the curriculum to help students showcase their knowledge in class. Thank you for watching this Technology Committee video. Have a good day.